welcome to another video. We're back with the same drawing, you guys. I know it's been the same drawing for 3 days. I'm so sorry, but I couldn't draw anything else. I'm so sorry. But today we're doing the coloring, so at least it's something different. The sketch is a sketch, and then the line art is basically just a sketch again, but the coloring is something new. So we're coloring this piece of Nick and Kira, you guys, today. And honestly, I think it turned out pretty cute, you guys. I feel like usually I fuck it up the color stage, but I actually kept it super simple. I mean, honestly, the only thing I really colored was their skin and their hair, and I guess a little bit of their clothes. The dress is white, obviously, and I was like, I could have went and got like some yellows and like a bunch of stuff and like really did the shading on it and shit, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I know who I am as a person, and who I am is the person who's not gonna do that shit. So I didn't do that. I just used the normal colors I use for Kira. Have them in my sketchbook so that way I never forget them. I did forget the ones that I used for Nick, so I kind of had to repick those all up again, unfortunately, but what can you do? So all I did for Kira, I just used the normal base tone, and I just gave her one color as a shading color. It's a very small drawing, so I didn't want to put too much detail into their skin, but I did change her skin tone for the part that's supposed to be underneath the lace. I used a lighter color for the skin tone underneath the lace because it's supposed to be like a white lace. So it's, like the mesh part, and then the lace goes over top of it. And so the skin is going to appear lighter there because it's covered in like white fabric, very sheer white fabric. So I made it look a little bit lighter. So it looks weird right now. You guys, trust me. I know it looks fucking weird right now, but I'm going to eventually at the end of the video, towards the end of the video, go over it with white paint, and it'll stop looking weird and strange because it just looks like her skin is two-tone. I feel like it looks like, even just now, it looks like she's got like a white sort of sheer thing over top. Hopefully that's what it looks like. It doesn't just look like I fucked up her skin color. So yeah, it stays like this for most of the video just because I wanted to do the paint last. This is usually what I do, so yeah. And after I did her skin, I just went ahead and did her hair. Again, nothing too like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh my god, yes, I'm blanking so hard right now. No. Oh my god, what is the word? Nothing too difficult here, you guys. Like I said, it was a very simple drawing. It only took me 20 minutes to color it in. And yeah, it didn't take a super long time because I kept it super simple, especially when it comes to the dress. You guys are going to see me do the dress, and the dress takes literally like 10 seconds because I didn't do shit with the dress. And I forgot that I also did the veil. Unfortunately, when I did the veil, though, I feel like the veil, if you see the veil that's on the back of her head, I feel like you see, what's it called, Nick's arm, when really the veil should be going over his arm, and you shouldn't be able to see his arm, but I fucked that up too, so I was like, damn it. I didn't really draw the veil as being sheer, which it probably should be. Most veils are pretty sheer. I was just copying the veil from the original photo, but I was like, I don't want to do all that. I didn't actually draw a background color for this either, so it would have been very difficult for me to try to draw a sheer veil when there's nothing to see behind it, you know what I mean? So I didn't do anything with the veil, really. I just colored it in pretty solid, which is probably the wrong thing to do, but I didn't want to be bothered with it, honestly, you guys. I really don't know how to color white fabric. It's very hard. I didn't want to use grays because like I feel like grays really washes it out, and when you see white fabric in real life, it's not really super gray, and the shadows in it aren't really gray either. So I was like, I could have used yellow, but I didn't have any yellows out, and I was like, I don't want to get up. So I just used the purple color that I usually use in the eyes. I usually use that to shade white, just because the shadows depends on the ambient light inside of the location that people are at. So like if it's like warm yellow light, the shadows are usually gonna be a bit more blue/purple. That's just how it goes, you guys. And I just use purple just as a default because I'm like, I'm not getting up to get another marker, and you see me doing that now. Like I didn't do any fucking shadow on this dress at all. There's a lot more shadow on Nick's shirt just because it does have a lot more wrinkles, and so I felt like it was easier to fudge where I wanted the shadows to be on that. But the dress has like no wrinkles at all. It's like a corset, and then it goes into like I don't know what kind of skirt that is, you guys. I don't know anything about dresses or bridal dresses, so whenever I do this in like the actual comic, it'll be a lot more detailed, just because it'll probably only be in like one shot, and then I'm gonna have like a fight break out and she's gonna rip the dress off, so I won't have to draw it that many times. But for that one time I have to draw it in the comic, it's gonna be so beautiful and ornate. But Not right now. Not right now. And here I go coloring in Nick's skin. Honestly, guys, I still don't really like it that much. I did his hair. I didn't remember initially what colors I used for his hair, so I had to pick some new ones again. But I like the way his hair turned out. I think his hair looks cute. But his skin, not so much. I don't know. It feels like maybe it's too light. Maybe it's too pink. Maybe it's too washed out. I don't know. Something about it I don't like. So it's a little bit sad there. And also I don't really like his eyes either. I fucked up that line art for the eyes. And so when I colored in the eyes with the little blue color, I just don't like it. I think that blue is maybe too blue. It's too like saturated in tone. And maybe I want his eyes to be a lighter blue, or maybe I don't want them to be blue at all. I don't know. Maybe I'll change his eyes to brown. I like the red hair. I'm going to stick with the red hair. I like the way the red hair looks, but I don't like the blue for his eyes. I don't know why. I think it's just because I always keep using B24, which is the color I used for his eyes here. And I don't like it. I think I don't even really like that color when I use it for like pants. So I just might not like that Copic marker. So I have to try a different Copic marker when I do the blue for his eyes. But I don't really know if I want his eyes to be like a sky blue either. I like dark blue, and I feel like it really pops out against the red. But maybe that's the problem. It contrasts too much with the red, I think, maybe. And that's probably why I don't like it. But I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, like I said, I think his hair turned out really cute. Which is probably the saving grace of this whole thing. I just feel bad because I really like the way Kira looks, and I still don't feel like I like the way Nick looks entirely yet. I'm still like, I don't really know if this is him quite yet, which is making me a little bit sad because I'm like, I kind of want to like solidify his design because I do want to work on the comic. But if I don't know what I want him to look like, it's not gonna be able to like go, you know what I mean? It's like I could start the comic without really knowing and just like find my way while I'm doing it, but I don't want to do that. I'm not really very much of a planning person, honestly and truly, but I do want to get better at planning things and not just going gung-ho and finding out while I'm working on something. I feel like that's a little bit inefficient and it like wastes time when you could just figure it out beforehand. But I don't know. I think also I just use planning stages to like push things off and just say like I'm working on it when I'm not really working on it, you know? Like I don't do enough studies, or no, sorry, not studies. I don't spend enough time trying to figure out what I want to look like. I just try things one time and I'm like, I don't like it. And then I don't try anything else for a long time and then I'm like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So maybe that's what I'll be spending my break doing, is trying to figure out what I want his design to look like. Because honestly, I don't know, you guys. I mean, I don't think this drawing looks bad with him in it, but I don't know. I just don't like it. I just think maybe his skin is too light and his hair is too dark and it's contrasting too much in a way that I don't enjoy, which is kind of sad. So I'm just going to have to figure it out. But yeah, after that, I colored his shirt. Like I said, I went a little bit more crazy with the shadows in his shirt, and I feel like that makes it look a little bit better than her dress does. And so yeah, it's a little bit sad there, but it's fine. And then I just went in and colored in his pants. Honestly, you guys, whenever I was thinking of what the outfit to be, I imagined that it was actually an all white suit. But I decided to make the pants black for a little bit of contrast, and also I did not want to shade his pants with that purple color because I feel like it's not enough contrast. Like their whole outfits are white and the background's white. I'm like, that's too much white there. We need to do something a little bit different. So yeah, I just went ahead and color that in black. And then now you see me guys, oh my gosh, now you guys see me going in with the paint here. I did not do any sort of elaborate sort of thing with the lace here. These are just random squigglies, and you know what, random squigglies are fine for drawing in my sketchbook. I think in the original dress that I was looking at, they're supposed to be like vines, stylized vines and flowers. I'm not stylizing vines and flowers in this tiny ass drawing, you guys. That would take forever, and you wouldn't even be able to notice it because it's so small. So they're just little random squigglies. And now that I have little random squigglies, I feel like it looks a lot more like lace. And it looks less weird. At least it does, in my opinion. I feel like it looks better on camera than it does in real life. But I still like the way it looks. They looks cute here. And then just add highlights to their eyes and their cheeks and their nose. You guys know how I like to do. And that's pretty much the end of the video here, you guys. Oh, I forgot to add some to her lips. That's pretty much the end of the video here, you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next one.